Hey guys, Luke and I'm here to do a video talking about the Mitchell Pearce situation. Now, this is a little bit of a new series that I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be giving my opinion on a whole bunch of things that are happening in the NRL. Now, I know currently I'm talking about some of the transfers from the NRL. That's going to be separate, and talking about clubs and that sort of stuff, that's going to be separate. But little stories like originally, before this Mitchell Pearce story broke, I was going to talk about Matt Moylan being the new Panthers captain, but I'll leave that to a later date, maybe if I end up doing it. But right now I'm going to be talking about the Mitchell Pearce situation. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you're wondering what's happened with Mitchell Pearce, basically he's got himself into trouble again, this time like pretty big trouble. He's been in major trouble in the past, back to I think it was 2014, but I think maybe this might be his most high profile one, so much so they're talking about maybe him being sacked and that sort of stuff. Now, the incident itself, basically what happened was, it looks like he's at a party, he's off his head, he's really, really drunk, like super smashed, and basically he's gone up to this woman. She said she's a lesbian. Not sure if that's just her saying it or whatever. It doesn't really matter. He kisses her with like her sort of trying to pull away sort of thing, and then he goes and sits on the couch and simulates having sex with a dog. Doesn't actually do it, which is like, I'll get to that in a second, but the media might make you think otherwise. But yeah, simulates the act with a dog, and then the chick tries to grab it off him, and he won't let go for some reason, and then all this while saying he's like, he doesn't have a, what is it? He's not gay, he's not straight, whatever. He doesn't really have any preference or something along the lines of that. And I'm trying to think of something else. I'm missing something. Oh yeah, he pissed himself on the lounge as well. And yeah, so basically it was really weird situation. I don't know why. He was absolutely off his head. There were a few other Roosters players there as well, but I don't think they're actually going to get in trouble or anything. They didn't look like they did anything. It's pretty much just Pearce. Oh, and also if reports are true, they beeped out names, but from what I've seen some people say, he said that he was Blake Ferguson. So I don't know if that's true or not. If so, that's a little bit low. You got your teammate there, throwing him under the bus. But yeah, I'm just going to give my thoughts on the whole incident. So basically, I want to say it's absolutely terrible. What I find a little bit weird is that the whole thing is all, it's all about the dog. Like the way they made it out, I literally thought, before seeing the footage, this was John Monahan's situation. He's actually fucked a dog on camera or something like that. Like, that's how I thought it was going to be. Thankfully it wasn't, but still, it was still very, very stupid the way he did with the dog. But I think the biggest thing that I saw was that thing where he goes up and kisses the girl when she didn't want it. It's not really getting talked about. It's getting talked about by by just the normal people, talking about how it's it's pretty bad and that sort of stuff. But for the most part, it's all about this dog. But yeah, it's just, in general, it's a really stupid situation. Now, you can watch the video, you can decide for yourself how you feel in it. I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on whether I think he should be sacked or not. So I'm just going to come out and say straight away that I think he probably should be sacked. And I'm not saying for this incident alone. Maybe it could be for this incident alone, but I'm talking about just over the years, Mitchell Pearce constantly getting in trouble. Now, I don't have anything to say like, okay, yeah, in 2010 he did this, 2011 he did this. It's just, everybody knows he's been in trouble a lot. All you got to do is look back to where he lost his origin spot, where Hodgkinson came in 2014. And yeah, funnily enough, he ended up winning the State of Origin for the first time in a long time. So, fingers crossed he doesn't get picked now because of this, if he doesn't get sacked. And, we see a new halves combination, we might win the State of Origin. But, yeah, it's just, he's a repeat offender. This is the same situation with Todd Carney. Todd Carney himself, I know this is very different situations, but a lot of people I keep seeing, they refer to Todd Carney getting sacked and say, well, all Todd Carney did was piss in his mouth. No, that's not all Todd Carney did. He had multiple offences. He probably had some sort of thing in his contract that said, you stuff up once you're gone, because, newsflash guys, he got sacked from 2 clubs beforehand, including the Roosters. The Roosters themselves, he stuffed up there multiple times as well. Raiders, like, he actually has broke the law. I think I recall him when he was at the Raiders, like, driving without a licence and leading the cops on a chase, like, something completely stupid, and he just never learned. And he's found himself over in the Super League. Mitchell Pearce will never go without a club, whether it's in the NRL or not. He could always go in the Super League. They'll take him over there in a heartbeat. But I mean, at the same time, does he want to go over there? It's a big question. Now, I see all the time. Even this morning, I was watching Studio 10. They talked about it. There's always that whole argument of they're not role models. They're just footy players. And that, it's well and good to think that, but in the end, they are role models. They are role models. There's no way to say that they aren't. They are role models, whether you like it or not. When you're on TV, you have kids looking up to you, especially rugby league. It's a sport. Kids like to play rugby league. Kids love to follow rugby league. Obviously, they're going to pick their favourite players, and those favourite players, whether they like it or not, are role models. And I mean, it's not up to them. Obviously, they want to keep their behaviour in check and that sort of stuff. But I understand them. They didn't sign up to be a role model, but they kind of did when they signed that contract. Now, I think it was Dan Kemp. Someone, I think it was on the locker room, keeps saying things like, "Oh, is it because he's earning so much money that this is a big story?" And yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. I mean, at the end of the day, rugby league is now a business, and these players, while on the outside it looks like they're literally just getting paid to play some football, but they're also getting paid to promote the game, promote the league and all that sort of stuff. And they're just not doing a good job of it when you do stupid things like this. All the publicity right now is Mitchell Pearce being an idiot. That's what it is. And dumb footballers, stupid footballers, how can they get paid so much when they're so stupid, etc., etc. I think you understand where I'm coming from. So basically, in the end, I just think he needs to own up to it. Roosters need to own up to it, and not own up to it, but they need to take responsibility, or a little bit of responsibility, and make sure they come down hard on him. Because at the moment, from all the reports, looks like they're going to be pretty harsh on him. Sorry, not harsh. They're going to be pretty lenient, I should say. I think it was something like he's going to get fined 50 grand. He's going to miss the World Club Challenge, which nobody cares about anyways, and I think miss like 6 games or something in the NRL. I'd be perfectly fine if Pearce had to sit out 1 year. Just try and get himself in check. Just that's all that needs to happen. I think he can get himself in check. Just a matter of if he wants to do it. I mean, he keeps it seems like he can go on booze bans, and that's another thing. Talking about drinking culture in the NRL. It's not a bad thing in my opinion. But at the same time, lots of players can handle it. Some players can't. Mitchell Pearce is a perfect example of a player who can't, and Todd Carney's another one. They just need to avoid it at all costs while they're playing. And once they're done playing, go for it. I don't give a shit. Nobody cares. They'll be out of the spotlight then. But right now, they are in the spotlight. Cameras are on them all the time. They are essentially a celebrity, so they're going to get the celebrity treatment. If some actor tried to do this sort of stuff, they'd also get filmed, they'd also get slammed by the media as well. This isn't anything special for a rugby league player, this is just anybody in the media in general. Anyways, that's all I've got to say for this video. Just gave him a little bit of an opinion on it. I do think he should get sacked. I'm not saying he should be barred from the NRL forever, he just needs a real wake-up call, because you can find players all they want. They've got lots of money. It doesn't really bother them too much. Having to sit out a season really might do a lot of difference. At least in Todd Carney's example, in his instance, short term it worked. Long term it hasn't really worked. But maybe he just needs a short term, kick up the arse. Maybe that's what Mitchell Pearce needs. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke Mutty, Facebook page in the description below, and leave in the comment section below what do you think of this Mitchell Pearce situation. Should he be sacked or not? And it'll be interesting to see Roosters fans compared to the rest of the NRL fans, just to see if there's any contrasting opinions. Because I have seen some Roosters fans really supporting him, backing him up a lot. Also seen some Roosters fans completely disowning him. So there's no sort of one answer for Roosters fans, as to be expected, but yeah, just something I noticed. Anyways, that's where the video's going to end. See you later, guys. Bye.